What's up guys? We're back again with a new sinister Electro Giant deck to shock every opponent. The ranked 67 player in the world is using this Electro Giant deck with Mortar Evolution. By cycling the Mortar at the start, you have a high probability of baiting out your opponent's building. And if they don't have a building to pull and distract the Electro Giant, he's gonna sprint towards tower and his electricity will fry their entire existence. After tricking your opponent and getting a huge lead, the rest of the game will be torture for them. Breaking through a Mortar, Tornado, Little Prince, and Bowler isn't gonna happen. So any early lead that you get with this deck, it's easy to keep. And in the late game, when you have an evolved Mortar shooting the tower and the Electro Giant is tanking for the goblins, it'll become the opponent's worst nightmare. The Electro Giant and Bowler will demand all of the opponent's resources while they still have to greet goblins that are arriving right at their tower's doorstep. Let's amplify our Mortar mischief and give our opponents a shocking surprise to assert dominance. A whole lot of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the high effort videos possible. Yo, this guy's gonna have a Valkyrie in the banner, probably gonna be a fast cycle deck. The guy's got YouTube in the clan. He knows exactly where he's gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna Mortar and pull back the wall breakers and hopefully, oh, that has one of them locking on my tower. That's not good. That was really bad.
China.
The best plays possible on YouTube, guys. Y'all seen it here. Not ideal. We're in a really bad spot. We let one wall breaker connect at the start, but the advantage of this deck is paying off. Our sinister strategy is allowing us to drop an Electro Giant really early in the match. And the reason why we are able to do that is obviously we baited out his building. If you go in for your building against the Mortar, like almost everyone in the game does, you're going to take disastrous damage against the Electro Giant. So even though I played like a fool, he didn't play like a fool and he got punished. We're going to go in for a fireball here. And it's cool because he can look back at his mistake and be like, wow, I dropped a building on a Mortar. No, that's a pretty good play. Most people do that because it counters the Mortar. At worst, it's an even elixir trade. And then you still have the building on the map, and I can't spam in that side for a bit. But when you're playing against something that really revolves around baiting out your building, then it's kind of a mistake. And you wouldn't know because this is such a weird and unorthodox strategy that we're using. So we're going to go in for our Bowler then back, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can go for a Mortar on the right-hand side and divvy up our damage. Oh, he's got to have Rocket. Wow, that's kind of weird. I didn't expect him to do that. So we're going to Electro Giant directly into this, and then we'll go for a Mortar on the other side. And we can start to snipe the building with a Little Prince if we want to. I think he's going to have to go Bomb Tower, but where will he drop it? Okay, he's going to drop it super low. Yeah, I can't start sniping it with our Little Prince, but the Mortar is going to lock onto that, so that's nice. Also, the fact is that the guy's not going to have that much elixirs, so we can do this, and we can click the Little Prince ability right in his face. And this might win us the game. I don't know. I'm interested to see. Oh, he's going to get bailed out by his evolution. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to say we could bar barrel if he's just going to drop regular knight, but not in that specific situation when he's got the evolution. Man. Dude, cycle decks are strong sometimes, you know? That is a thing. And he's going to rocket me as well. Again. Wow. He's aggressive with those rockets, but I needed him to do that so I could be up enough elixir to justifiably start spamming him and make predictions as well. I think the wall breaker connects. Even tornadoes, that's so aggressive. All right, we're going for... ooh, wow. Sir, I don't know if you're allowed to make that type of prediction on me. He dropped a Bomb Tower thinking I was going to Evo Mortar, and I didn't, and then I went for a Little Prince. I went for an Electro Giant at the river, and I'm about to 3-crowd him. Sir, I had a lot of stuff coming at you, and I also had the evolved Mortar, so I don't know what was happening there. But sometimes that happens. I might have infected his brain with my first strategy where I missed the Mortar, so he missed the Mortar. Oh, guys, it went full circle. Because I missed the Mortar against the wall breakers, he missed predicting the Mortar afterward with the Bomb Tower. And because of that, we didn't miss our chance to capture the win. Kind of a ridiculous match, but at least we were able to show the strength of Electro Giant Mortar when you bait out the building. Because that start put us in a perfect position to jolt ahead for the rest of the match. And I've learned to never cycle things near my tower. I kind of forgot that Miter Rocket was a thing. And not being familiar on how to play against your opponent's deck is one of the most dangerous things in the game. And we've blasted our way up to 2,600 in the world. Hey, what's up, Leon? You're gonna have a miner, so we're ready to go and bury you in the ground, bro. No more miner decks. All the fast cycle decks in the game aren't necessarily prepared. They'll drop like a Tesla or Bomb Tower or Inferno Tower. Let's go, but we don't have our Electro Giant. I wish I could have punished you right now, bro. Not only do we get a +1 trade and cycle to our evolution, but if we had Electro Giant as any of our first cards, you would have probably just lost the game because 90% of the people that are playing versions of decks that are relying heavily on Inferno Tower have that as their only defense. I'm going to click the Little Prince ability here and try to get some damage with the Baby Dragon. It's unlikely that it's going to break through, but I bet you he does the Inferno Tower again. I bet you he'll do the exact same thing because it worked out for him. Why wouldn't he? Baby Dragon, please lock on the tower. Yes, sir. Look at that damage. It was one of the most unconventional ways of dealing damage to the tower, but it worked out. We ate the miner, and I knew that I was going to be up a lot of elixir because he did a negative trade with the Inferno Tower, and then he also did a bad trade just like minering, and we kind of ignored it. So let's go for the mortar on the other side. I bet you goes in for an Inferno Tower in the middle. Probably drops in the middle to body block. Yeah.
I'm back.
That's what I was expecting. Now with the Inferno Tower definitely going to decay and being dead, we can Electro Giant at the river on the right-hand side and force out a Valkyrie that won't be counter-pushing the lane that he wants his damage in. So immediately, plant our Electro Giant, and we plant our way on a foot of success. This is going to be awesome because we can go for a Bard Barrel and also a Tornado, completely kill the wall breakers, pull back the Valkyrie, and watch as the Electro Giant takes out his entire freaking tower. He says, wow, because he's like, why do you have this? Why is there an Electro Giant with a mortar in the same deck? Because guess what? I copied a top 200 player, and it's broken, bro. He's not having a good time as his towers became broken too. So, as you can see, for the rest of the match, we're just going to be able to defend because it's a Minor Poison deck. And Minor Poison, surprisingly, does not break through a Bowler Tornado deck very effectively. Even with Evolved Skeletons, that is Wii Bowling Masterclass, my dude. Bowler, I am proud of you. That was a strike, cleaning up all the candlepin sticks of skeletons. Incredibly easy victory. I'm so glad that the Electro Giant was able to knock this dude down. Defeating cycle decks that have some of the best defenses in the game in seconds feels like it shouldn't be possible. But when they don't have their defense in cycle, they have nothing to stop the EGiant. After shocking that Minor Poison player at the start of the match, we've pushed up to 2,400 in the world. Hey, this guy finished 630 in the world, so a top 600 player. Y'all already know we're ready to roll down with our bowler, but I can't do that first play. We rather cycle our mortar and bait out some elixir. So if the mortar can bash the tower, that'd be huge. I don't know why. Oh, it makes sense. Because the Zappies would just immediately die. If you had done that in any other... Oh, wow. The Bard Barrel doesn't kill with the bowler shot? Dang, that's really rough. You know what? Let's make it rough for our opponent, too. I think that the bowler, aka Magic Archer, is about to get 2 shots on the tower. Now, he's going to go Mother Witch, so he doesn't allow us to get it. But if we Fireball on top of the Mother Witch and the Skeleton King, yeah, it's going to be our best defense. It's really our only defense that I have. Skeleton King is going to click the... Oh, he is going to click the ability. I didn't think he would. Huh. Well, I guess that's going to do like 1,000 damage. Dang, that's really bad for me. So well played by our opponent. He's up a bit. But I think that maybe the Little Prince can give us a couple hits. Oh, he's yawning at me when I say well played. He's like, Jake, it was light work. It was easy for me. And he gives me a sarcastic well played when I don't hit the Skeleton Army with the ability. Okay, so, you know, I wasn't sarcastic. I actually meant it. You apparently didn't. I'm going to give you some love and just let you know that I appreciate you, man. So he's wondering why I'm loving him. Wow, this guy is an interesting individual. We're going to go in for a bowler here, and we're going to follow up with our mortar depending on what happens. I really want to win this match, if you guys can't tell. I don't want to lose to someone just disrespecting my casual kisses, you know? All right, anyway, we're going to NATO this possibly. No, I'm not going to. He's not going to activate King Tower. It would cost too much elixir, and then I still wouldn't be able to defend. All right, let's go mortar here, and then let's go for a Little Prince off to the side, so then hopefully he doesn't lightning this. We'll see. Okay, interesting. I didn't expect him to do that. We're gonna have Fireball, so that's a little bit better for us. We should be able to kill the Fish Boy, go and pull back the Skeleton King, and minimize the amount of damage he gets, because he's done so much on the left-hand side. I don't think he clicks the Skeleton King ability there, too. Wouldn't make sense for him. Also, since we know that he's gonna have Fisherman as his best defense to the Electro Giant, I think we could possibly just NATO the Fisherman, so then he doesn't kill our E-Giant. What if I do this? Electro Giant at the river when you Royal Giant in the back, and we Tornado on top of your Fisherman. Wherever it may be. Where it at, bro? Oh, there it is. Hey, that's cool. I don't think he's happy right now, guys. I feel like he's very upset. Oh my gosh! Best Fireball ever! He is so tilted. I love it. It makes me so happy to tilt the BM players. All right, we're going to go for a mortar here on defense, and I don't... No, he's not going to go Royal Giant. Apparently, I don't need a mortar. It's interesting. Oh, never mind. Let's go for Little Prince instead. Look at the Little Prince ability. It knocks back the Royal Giant, minimizes the amount of damage that he gets. And then look at how we knock it back in a straight line. That's what you have to do. That's how you maximize your value with the Little Prince. Then you have 6 elixir counter pushing in the face of a Royal Giant evolution. That is why I think that the Royal Giant evolution is one of the worst evolutions in the game right now. I genuinely just think it's awful. So we're in a Tornado here, so then his Fisherman doesn't win him the game on defense. And then we're going to go for a fireball, and we should be able to get some Electro Giant damage, enough to win, possibly. He's fireballing on defense. That's how desperate my dude is. Oh, wait, we have to drop our evolution just once. He's so upset right now. GG. Well played, and peace out, buddy. You didn't take my kisses at the start, so you got to take them at the end, because those flying goblins at the end gave the goodnight kiss of death. As we're flying through the ranks to 1,600 in the world. Hey, we got to give me Clement bait. Bonjour. Comment ça va, sir? We're dropping a good luck and also maybe impressing some of you guys with my 5-year-old French. It's not that good. It's unfortunately awful, but maybe one day it will be better. Also, I hate when wall breakers connect. My little prince never kills them. Okay, he's going to have Goblin Gang, so it's making me feel like we're probably playing against a Mega Knight player. So if we play against Mega Knight and we have Little Prince, we have a massive matchup advantage with, ooh, okay, not the matchup I thought, but we still are going to take our advantage and go in for our bowler here. Blast back the Barbarians. Wait, what are we playing into right now? Why does he have that? How? What are you doing, you wild child? You got a random minion horde Barbarians deck. Also, I don't like how one of the minions is just tucked in the corner that I can't hit it. My bowler really wants to give me value, but it's not allowed. Okay, I'm going to go Little Prince, and we're going to ignore the wall breaker on the left because it's already going to be dealt with. Do I click the Little Prince ability? He's going to go Goblin Gang afterward, right? He's definitely going to go Goblin Gang after, so let's hold our Bar Barrel. Oh, he doesn't drop it on top. I thought he would drop it after, but he dropped it in the middle instead. So our Little Prince dies, and I'm looking at the situation. I'm not liking how we are looking. Can counter the Goblin Barrel with a Bar Barrel, so that's going to be a +1 trade. We still have the Barbarian, so then he doesn't get to barrel through on the left-hand side because we're going to be able to body block. So, strategy here. Fireball with Electro Giant, and that's how we win. That is literally the secret to success. Also, mortar. I wonder if that hits the princess or if the princess is too far away. I guess we'll find out. Does it hit? Nope, doesn't. Feels bad. So we're locked into the tower. We're going to baby dragon. We're going to ignore that miner. And he can't minion horde because the baby dragon is there. So what is he going to do? He's going to minion horde afterward. Oh my gosh, that was a great placement on his end. Huh. I wonder if we just eat the damage because the minions aren't going to do so much since the one on the right should get targeted first. No! Why did you target the full health minion Princess Tower? You have eyes, right? You could just target the one that we wanted to kill, and then life would have been so good. All right, that's off to the side. We're going to Bar Barrel. We're going to accommodate that situation. We're going to click the ability so we don't lose the game. And we should be able to Electro Giant when we have enough elixir. But the main strategy for us is to get him to go in for a minion horde right into an EGiant. That's the strat. That's the game plan. He didn't do it. Oh, he went wall breakers instead. Dang it. Oh, wait, he doesn't know. He thinks I have lightning. I trolled him in the worst possible way. I tried to make a prediction. I thought I was really smart going in for the EGiant there. And then he stacked up all the fireball bait in one side because he's like, Electro Giant has lightning. And then we're like, we're a new type of Pokemon. The one you haven't seen before. The one in your nightmares. And that was incredible. It's lights out for this dude. There's no way he's able to win. And we are voting him off the island, snuffing his torch with the fireball. GG, well played, and peace out. That was a really fun game. And I'm proud to say that we were the one that baited the bait player. That has to be one of the most satisfying fireballs of all time. And after shocking that sir, we've lightninged our way up the leaderboards to 1,600 in the world. So sliding into this one, we're still hazy on what this man's running because he isn't cycling anything. I'm gonna go Bar Barrel, and we see a knight, so he's probably gonna drop something in front of the Bar Barrel because he doesn't want that barb to connect to the tower, right? Oh, he's gonna have bandit and an evolved knight. I think this could be 3 Musketeers. It could also be a Bridge Spam deck. I want to activate King Tower with this bandit, but I don't think I have that luxury, so I'm going to go in for mortar here, and then I'm going to go Little Prince. I think we're in an okay spot as long as the bandit doesn't dash on my tower. So we're going to use the Little Prince ability. Ah, that was wasted. That was not good. But maybe it's okay because it's tanking for the bowler. Maybe it's working as intended. Maybe it's okay overall. Bowler, line up the strike for us, please. All right, it's going to finish off the Little Prince, right? Yeah, beautiful. We're not going to be able to counter this if we don't go Bar Barrel because if you think about it from the perspective of your tower locks onto what it can see, Royal Ghost would hit my tower and my tower would target the Guardian. So the Royal Ghost would rack up like 5 or 6 shots on my tower if I hadn't Bar Barreled there. So that was a worthwhile investment for me. Also, after seeing Elixir Collector, we can guarantee it's a 3 Musketeer deck, which is going to be interesting because most of the time with 3 Musketeers, you just lightning them and you're fine. But With Fireball, you don't kill all of the Musketeers. So I think we're going to be playing a lot more defensively here until we can find a good opportunity. If I go for a Electro Giant, it's not like I can kill the 3 Musketeers fast. Oh, this is scary. All right, we're going to be able to kill the Battle Ram, and then the Little Prince is maybe going to die to the Musketeers. But it is what it is. I think we let one of the Musketeers lock onto our tower, and then we go in for our Baby Dragon after, because otherwise the Baby Dragon would just get damage bound by the 2 Muskies, and we can't have that happen. I think she still loses the other Musketeer, so that's not good. But yeah, to minimize damage, you have to let one of the Musketeers lock onto your tower, otherwise you're just going to get everything destroyed. Smart decisions from our opponent. Okay, we can Electro Giant into this, because it's going to kill the Little Prince, and Little Prince is the best answer in his deck to the Electro Giant besides the Elixir Collector, which is coincidentally what we just saw from our opponent. Y'all might be like, Elixir Collector sucks, Jake. Why would they ever drop it on defense? Well, the Electro Giant doesn't shoot its reflection at something that is not hitting it. So because the Elixir Collector isn't damaging down the Electro Giant, it's a really good counter to the Electro Giant. So we're going to go for a bowler here, and then we're going to wait for that to connect to our tower. Then we're going to go for Baby Dragon so we can build up a bigger push. Better to do that so then we can afford an Electro Giant in front and use Fireball possibly. So I am in a very bad spot if he goes in for a lot of spam here. And of course he's going to do that. Wait, he's not going to try to defend. We might be able to take out his entire tower. My dude is now trying to defend after going on offense. He's mixed in the middle, and I don't think that that's the smartest play that he could have done. Also, you can Tornado and Fireball everything together, so that's fun. And really easy win at the end. By applying aggression with the Electro Giant and having the potential of fireballing, the opponent freaked out and tried to go in for an aggressive play, then realized that we had Little Prince to clean up everything for 6 Elixir. Because the Little Prince ability, Guardian, knocks everything back and deletes bridge spam for a total of 6, no matter what our opponent did with the Evolved Knight and that side, he knew he was going to lose. So he bounced back to defense with the 3 Musketeers, but even that didn't work. So he was stuck in a situation where he tried everything and became a master of none, while we monopolized all the fun. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.